northern Ontario, I have the privilege of having access to lots of beautiful lakes and nature. About 2 months ago, a friend and I decided to go on a canoe camping trip out of Mowat Landing in the town of Haileybury. We didn't bother checking the weather. We just put everything in the car and the canoe on top and set out in the evening to get there and set up camp just before it got dark. While we were setting up camp, we had some rain, but then the rain went away and we had a good evening. We talked until pretty late, and past midnight my friend asked me, "Do you want to go for a paddle?" I answered yes. We got in the canoe and paddled for about half an hour, and pretty suddenly, as if someone had turned on a fan, we had this strong wind come, and it was not stopping. It was picking up more and more. Then we had heavy rain, then lightning and thunder. We were struggling to paddle back to our campsite with the wind against us. We sat at the bottom of the canoe so that it wouldn't flip and tried to go really straight so that the wind would not flip us sideways. It was very dark, and we had these moments in which the whole sky would light up with lightning, and it was pretty scary. There in the middle of the darkness with the heavy rain and wind, and no one knows you're there. Greater fear than this felt the disciples while they were trying to cross the lake. Jesus was with them in the boat, and suddenly there was this fierce storm that came upon them, and the waves were getting in the boat. They got really afraid for their lives, and they woke Jesus up and told him, "Lord, save us, we are going to drown." But in verse 26 of chapter 8, Jesus responds, "Why are you afraid? You have so little faith." Then he got up and rebuked the wind and waves, and suddenly there was a great calm. The problem with the disciples was not that they were afraid. The problem was that they were afraid while Jesus was with them. While Jesus was with them, there was no reason to be afraid. And Jesus rebuked them for their fear and their lack of faith. Today, in 2020, we also have lots of reasons to be afraid. But when Jesus is with us, when Jesus is in the boat of our lives, we have no reason to be afraid. We can't be afraid when Jesus is with us.